Hey, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, then hi, my name is Debbie, and in this video I will show you how you can get your foundation to look like your skin. It has never been more important for our makeup to look flawless than this time of the year. We have parties, we have so many gatherings to attend, our social calendars are booked, and we are social butterflies. It is only fair that we make sure that our foundation is looking perfect, flawless, so the makeup goes on it like butter and feels like a dream. And that is exactly what I'm going to show you here in this video. But before I show you that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a video. Also follow me on my Instagram and TikTok handles. With that, just let's get started. I have already cleansed my face, done my eyebrows because I needed to get that out of the way, that the foundation goes on smooth. So the first thing that I do to make sure that the foundation looks good is, hold on a minute, this might shock you. What I do with this is I shave off the peach fuzz and the tiny facial hair around my face. That makes sure that you actually are laying the foundation on your skin and it's not sitting on top of those peach fuzz and tiny facial hairs. So it is very important that we remove facial hair from our face to make the foundation look good. So what I do, this razor is a eyebrow razor, and this is something that you can get in Sephora. This is the one that I got from Sephora. It is also a Sephora brand, and what I do is I lay it down. Now if you have a lot of acne or cystic acne, anything kind of that, and if it's a lot of them, then first of all, do not think of doing makeup. First, go to a dermatologist and get it checked, because a makeup or anything rubbing on the skin might just irritate it more and flare it up more. The second thing is, if you have acne like I do, it's like really sparse, some of them have dried up, then what I do, I skip those areas because I don't want to go over them, because I might just cut it and it might just start bleeding and it's just going to make everything worse. I just lay it down flat like this and very softly, like almost you're painting, I go down and I just scrape off the facial hair that I might have. Especially this part, the peach fuzz part, and the lower part of your jaw. This also exfoliates your face because it scrapes off those dead skins cells all over your face. So you do not need to exfoliate after this process, because this does it. Now if you have a lot of facial hair after shaving, then you might have to go back and wash your face and then move on with the process. But if it's like a tiny bit and it just goes off, then we can jump on to the next process, which is moisturizer. So whatever your skin type may be, whether you're dry, normal, combination or oily, you have a moisturizer for your skin which you must apply. This ensures that your skin is hydrated and your skin is not soaking up the moisture from your foundation, which makes it look cakey eventually. So that is one of the primary reasons why you see that when you apply the foundation, it looks really nice, and then after a while it just looks cakey and it just doesn't look good. So make sure that you are using a moisturizer. Now there are many kind of moisturizers out in the market. For me, I have dry skin and I love a nice dewy look which makes my skin look alive. I'm not necessarily in for the matte look, but if you're oily skin, then matte look might just be your jam. Then whatever your requirement might be, find a moisturizer that suits your requirement and apply that. I'm using Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. This is a very hydrating and very radiant foundation, and I really like this. My skin feels almost immediately hydrated when I apply this. I'm just going to go all over my face and really work in the moisturizer. I have to be really careful around my eyebrows because I have already finished them. I generally don't finish them before because almost always I have a tendency of rubbing things over the eyebrows, so I generally don't finish it. But today was different. Okay, now that we are done with the moisturizer, and you can see my skin is looking so much more hydrated than when I started working with it. So now I'm going to move on to the next one. The next one is primer. Now I get a lot of questions about primers, so let me know down in the comment section below if you want me to do a dedicated video only on primers. I will do it then. But I'm going to say a little bit of the primer because primer is an important factor behind the perfect flawless foundation base. So I'm just going to go over it, but if you want a more detailed one, then let me know down in the comment section below. So like I mentioned, I love a nice dewy glowy finish, especially during the winter season. So this is the primer that I have been using for a while. It's a new one comparatively. This is Natasha Denona Hygiene Skin Glass. It literally makes your skin look like a glass skin. I have been digging this primer. So I just take it in a dropper and then I just go over it. This kind of reminds me of strobe cream. If you have strobe cream, you can even use that if you want a glowy finish, that is. If you don't, never mind. Like at the first, when I just go over it, it kind of feels exactly like that, but it is much more liquid in consistency and a little bit more subtle when it comes to the glow. So it literally gives you that under makeup glow and makes your skin look like glazed donut. I've noticed that every time I make my skin look like a glazed donut before applying makeup, my makeup looks whoa, bam, bam, ooh. There was also one of the primer that I used to use back in the days when I was combination. My skin kind of changed. It generally does with your age, so it's very normal if it has for you as well. So the one that I used when I had combination skin where I was oily around this part and drier on the other areas was Smashbox Primerizer. It's necessarily a moisturizer and primer. So your main focus is to keep your skin hydrated and drench it up with all the moisture before you go in with the foundation. So this is what I do. The next thing that I do is put on a sunscreen. Yes, that is something that I apply as the last step, which I'm not going to do in this video, but if you are going out, then this is exactly the point where you should apply a sunscreen. Now moving on, the next step is a setting spray. Yes, we are going to set this because we need to lock in all the hydration and all the stuff that we just applied on our face, and so that we don't lose it. So it's very important that we use a Fix Plus or a hydrating setting spray and let it sit on the skin. You have to give the products time to soak in. So I think everybody has this MAC Fix Plus, but if you haven't, then I must highly recommend trying out this MAC Fix Plus product. And if you are not sure of it, you don't want to go for the full bottle, then you also have a mini size. I don't remember the exact price for it, but it's of course much less because it's mini. So you can try that out. It's a much smaller size. It's also a travel size. So must. This is so good. So good. Now this is my skin. Look at how it's glowing as is. Now we are going to go in with the foundation. Now foundations are of so many types. The market is flooded with the type of foundation, with the range of colors of foundation. So the foundation that I have been digging for my skin is Shiseido Synchroskin Self-Refreshing Foundation. I have trouble always pronouncing that Synchroskin part, but there you go. Synchroskin Self-Refreshing Foundation. My shade is right now, I'm between oak and pine, so I mix both of them to get the perfect shade. So that is what I do. So I'm going to take a little bit of foundation. What I do is I take it on my hand. First take 2 pumps. Now another very important part of making the foundation look like your skin is that you apply just enough. We all have a tendency of putting on more on our skin, but that does not necessarily do anything. It only makes your skin look more cakey, looks like you have applied a ton of makeup. But for a natural finish of your skin where you just don't want people to recognize or see that, oh, she's got a ton of makeup on her face, then you need to apply just enough, and all that priming and moisturizing and all that you did before applying the foundation, make sure that your skin looks nice and healthy and it feels supple, so automatically you will require much less quantity of the makeup. So little bit goes a long way. I'm just going to put a little bit, and then if I need, I'll go in back with more, but that's about it. And then you apply it with your hand. There'll be two kinds of application for your foundation to look nice. So first is with your hand. The warmth of your skin, of your fingers, melts the product more into your skin, giving it more a skin-like finish. Look at this. Look at this. Another part of making your foundation look good is finding the right match. Your foundation has to match your body. Your body does not need to match the foundation. So it's just the other way. What I do is I apply any foundation around my jaw and I see whether my body is looking the same with my face. Look at the finish. It's well laid on my skin and it's looking beautiful. After you have done this, then you can take a beauty blender. This is a damp beauty blender. Take a little bit of the foundation and stamp it on your skin, like stipple it. And cover this part of your nose, because you know the fold, almost always you skip on top of that, so make sure that you're pushing it down so that it covers the entire thing. Now after we have done this, look at the finish of the foundation. Now after we have done this, I'm just going to go on with a Fix Plus or a setting spray again. And let my skin drink that up. This is the foundation application. Before you move on to the concealer, the eye makeup, the blush and the rest of the entourage, what I do is I really like the skin-like finish that the foundation gives me. So after the foundation has set, I use a loose translucent powder and I only go around this part of my face, because this is where I see the foundation kind of settles. So if any part of your face you see the foundation is settling, maybe the curve of your nostrils right here, just put on some loose translucent powder and press it and then dust it off, and that will make sure that it is not sinking in. So now my skin is ready. The Fix Plus has gone in and it's all dried up. So this is how it is. So that was it, and that is how you make sure that your foundation looks like your skin, just better. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a video. Also follow me on my TikTok and Instagram handles. With that, this is Debbie signing off. But before I go, if you want to know how I created this gorgeous Thanksgiving soft glam look, I will drop a link down in the description section below for you to go check it out. So go click that link and check it out so that you are slaying your Thanksgiving lunch, dinner, gathering like a boss. With that, this is Debbie signing off. Happy holidays. Bye-bye.